Hey everyone, greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Brian. I'm going to be discussing a little bit or talking about Bitcoin and it's how it's taken over. It's just skyrocketing like gangbusters, man. I just can't even. There's no words to describe a digital currency that is basically just taken over. It's $15,825 right now, trading at the pace is just, and there's no stopping it. I predict it to go up to 50,000 by, I say, the end of 2018. It could reach even more. It could get even higher if you have the money. Invest in it. If you could invest in half a Bitcoin for 7,000, 7,500, do it. If you could invest in a quarter of it for 3,500 or whatever, just put whatever money that is, whatever cash flow you have, that money that you don't need or it's not for, living expenses, throw it right into Bitcoin, because I don't see this stopping at any time. It's just on a zoom to the moon, if you want to call it that. So this little picture underneath my aging image, and I am getting old. I don't even like the way I don't even look in the mirror anymore. That's how disgusted I am with how old I'm getting. But this was taken when I was working in the New York Stock Exchange back in 1982, and I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, this is way back when. It has an expiration date of 1985. So the reason I'm posting this picture is because I just want you guys to know that I know a little bit about the market. So I have it's like a pilot that had 20,000 miles of flying experience. I had about a year and a half in Wall Street, and actually 2 years. And I was a margin clerk, and I was assigned all kinds of different accounts of these degenerate stock market gamblers that would throw all their money on their. A margin clerk is, basically people that want to invest in stocks on credit. And I used to watch these people lose their freaking shirt, man. It was like, I actually felt sorry for them. There was a point where I didn't want the job anymore, because people were, I hated to see some of the people that I worked with hit rock bottom. So whatever. Anyway, let's get back to Bitcoin. And this is, like I said, it's taken the world by freaking storm, man. It's just like, it's nonstop. And like I said, right now, 15,825. Wow, market cap 264,702,916,355 with a volume of 15 billion and counting. So here's what I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. I want to go to the historical data for Bitcoin, and if you go back to December 3rd of 2013, that's when Bitcoin sort of hit its peak. I mean, it did start like Bitcoin was like 3 or 4 cents back in 2009. So if you had $25 on Bitcoin back in the day, that $25 is worth about 30 million right now. No joke, no lie. If you do the math. So what we have here now is, let's go back to December of 2013, and okay, so right around this time, Bitcoin was 1,078.28, and like at that point, everyone was throwing their life savings on it. Their 401k, their thrift, saying, "Oh, this is going to take me to the moon. My family will be taken care of. My children will be taken care of. My grandchildren will be taken care of. I could take vacations with the wife." Oh. These were the naive people that don't have the know-how to invest. These are the same kind of people that don't know how to time the market. They really don't have it. They're going on speculation. So they're saying, "Oh, Bitcoin, huh? Okay, I'll put my whole 500K on it. And watch what happened. Slowly but surely, it started dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And I think it hit an all-time low in January of 2015. Look at this. This is sad. These are when people were selling off like crazy and saying, oh man, there goes my money and blah, blah, blah. And I feel very bad for them. So, January 2015, let's see. Yeah, January 14th, it was 178.10. And listen, I know it's crazy, you know, for me to speak for other people. I don't know what I would have done back then. It's easy to use other people's money and say, well, why'd you sell it? I probably would have done the same. I mean, it's just, it was like, forget it, let's dump this Bitcoin. But if you were a little patient, and there are the select few out there that are patient, and that's what separates the men from the boys, the great poker players from the amateurs. Watch what happened. Slowly started moving up. And look at this, May 16, October 16, and then December 16. And this is the year where it took off. January 2017. Boom. 900, 1250. May 2320, 2589, 78 to what it is right now, 15825. Wow. So I don't know what to tell you, man. If you got the money, buy it. Buy half a Bitcoin. Buy a quarter Bitcoin. Because this shit's going up to about 50,000 by the end of 2018. That's what I predict. So let's go back to, let's see, December, what's today, the 7th, 2016. Bitcoin was $768.13. Okay, so let's say you decided you want to put a year's worth of let's say, let's invest $5,000 on Bitcoin, okay, back in, at that price, which was, let's say 768. Okay, so let's go to the online calculator. All right, let's see here. So 765 was the price of Bitcoin. Now let's say you want to put a year's worth of investment on it. So let's go, what, 5,200 divided by 765 equals, you have 6.7 Bitcoins. Great. Let's multiply that by, what's the price now? Let's just make it even 15K. I'm going to look it up. This is what you would have had. $101,960. Okay. Let's say you don't have that much money. Let's say you wanted to go just throw 500 on it. Well, let's go 7, 6. Bear with me. I'm bad at math. Divided by 500 equals 1.53 Bitcoins times 15,000 equals, all right, $22,950 for a $500 investment. Let's say you don't have $500. How about, let's go, all right, really, I mean, you can't be this fucking cheap, really, man. All right, let's go 100 divided by 765 equals, all right, you have like 0.13 Bitcoin. Let's times that by 15,000, and we got $1,960 for a $100 investment. Come on, man. You got the dough. You got the blow. So that's where it's at. You could dollar cost your way in if you can't afford to. Let's say for instance, you can do like $100 a week, and that would be 400 times 52 weeks. You're still going to make, even if you dollar cost your way in at $100 a month, 200 a month, 100 a month, 100 a month, I think is I can't go any lower than that. You're going to still make money. You're going to still make money because you're still, like Bitcoin was like, if Bitcoin was 7 times worth its value, Bitcoin was worth, I say 1,000% right now. Are you going to get that percentage rate in any money market CD or 401k? You leave your 401k, decide to, when you separate from the government or wherever you have your 401k, you just want to leave it there. You can leave it there till you're 70 years old. You'll accrue 14% at the end of the year. Not bad. That's guaranteed. Without not taking into effect variables with the stock market and so forth, you're guaranteed 14%. So 14 on $100,000, that's what, like, my math is bad. What, $1,000 at the end of the year? Peanuts, bro, peanuts. Go with Bitcoin. It's going to make money. It's in the long run. You're gonna clean up. Like, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is gonna have the outrageous run that it had in 2017. If Bitcoin was to duplicate what it did in 2017, we're talking 6 figures, 400K, 500K. It's not going to happen. It's going to happen, but not in 2018. Let's be more realistic and say maybe 40, 50,000. So I'm putting my money on Bitcoin. Whatever money coming in, it's going right smack on Bitcoin. So for all of you out there that want to invest your money, go to Coinbase.com. I don't know if I could provide the link, and they will. That's where you get your start. That's where you sign up. Real easy. Email, password. You do the 2-step verification. They take Visa, MasterCard, your bank account, and that's where you buy your Bitcoin. And don't store it on Coinbase. Buy it on Coinbase and then store it into a wallet. I'll talk more about that in future videos, but this is Brian signing out now, and I hope I didn't bore you with my boredom. So see you soon. I'll be back.